Roswell Incident, uncovering the truth about the alien spacecraft crash. Welcome to our channel, where we delve deep into the mysteries of the universe. Today, we are exploring one of the most intriguing topics that have fascinated people for decades, the Roswell Incident. In 1947, a strange object crashed in the desert outside Roswell, New Mexico, and ever since, people have been asking the same question: did an alien spacecraft crash at Roswell? Join us as we explore the evidence and try to answer this enduring mystery. Please subscribe to our channel for more amazing and mysterious facts. The crash. On the evening of July 2, 1947, something strange happened in the skies above Roswell. According to reports, a bright light was seen by several witnesses, followed by a loud explosion. The next morning, rancher William Brazel discovered strange debris scattered across his property. He reported it to the local sheriff, who in turn informed the military. Soon, the Army Air Force was on the scene, and a press release was issued claiming that a flying disc had been recovered. However, within hours, the official story changed, and the debris was claimed to be nothing more than a weather balloon. But the question remains, was the original story true? Did a flying saucer crash in the New Mexico desert that night? According to eyewitness accounts, the crash site was scattered with unusual debris that appeared to be made of a thin, metallic material. Witnesses described seeing strange symbols or hieroglyphics on some of the debris. Some of the metal appeared to be lightweight but incredibly strong, and could not be bent or broken by hand. In addition to the debris, some eyewitnesses claimed to have seen strange, otherworldly technology at the crash site. Some claimed to have seen unusual equipment that appeared to be unlike anything they had ever seen before. There were also reports of a strong smell at the crash site, which some witnesses described as similar to burning metal or sulfur. Others reported feeling a strange energy or sensation around the crash site. The military was quick to arrive at the scene, and witnesses reported seeing large numbers of soldiers and trucks in the area. The military personnel reportedly cordoned off the crash site and removed all of the debris and equipment. Despite the military's efforts to contain the situation, rumors and speculation about the crash quickly spread. Some witnesses claimed that the military had recovered bodies of extraterrestrial beings from the crash site, adding to the mystery and intrigue of the incident. Overall, the Roswell incident remains one of the most fascinating and mysterious events in modern history. While there is no conclusive evidence to prove or disprove the theory that an alien spacecraft crashed at Roswell, the strange and unusual debris, eyewitness accounts, and military involvement suggest that something very unusual occurred on that fateful night in 1947. The cover-up. Many people believe that the military and the government covered up the true nature of the Roswell incident. There are several reasons why this might be the case. One of the most commonly cited pieces of evidence for a cover-up is the fact that the military changed its official story about the incident within hours of releasing the initial press release. The original press release stated that a flying disc had been recovered, but this was later changed to a weather balloon. This sudden change in the official story raised suspicions that the military was trying to hide something. In addition to the official statement, there are many eyewitness accounts of military personnel removing debris and equipment from the crash site and warning witnesses not to speak about what they had seen. Some witnesses claim that they were threatened with harm or even death if they talked about the incident. Others reported seeing strange black vehicles in the area, which they believed were used by the military to transport the recovered debris. Many people also believe that the government's interest in UFOs and extraterrestrial life in the 1940s and 1950s suggests that they would have been motivated to cover up any evidence of alien visitation. In 1947, just a few weeks before the Roswell incident, pilot Kenneth Arnold reported seeing a formation of 9 strange, crescent-shaped objects flying over Mount Rainier in Washington state. This event helped to spark a wave of UFO sightings across the United States and led to the creation of Project Sign, a government program tasked with investigating UFOs. Some conspiracy theorists even suggest that the government's interest in UFOs and extraterrestrial life was part of a larger plan to prepare the public for an eventual revelation about the existence of aliens. They argue that the government may have deliberately created a culture of secrecy and misinformation around UFOs in order to gradually acclimate the public to the idea of alien life. Overall, the evidence for a cover-up after the Roswell incident is circumstantial, but it has fueled decades of speculation and investigation into the true nature of the event. The evidence. So what evidence is there to support the theory that an alien spacecraft crashed at Roswell? There are several pieces of evidence that are often cited by believers. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence is the debris that was found at the crash site. Witnesses described seeing metallic debris that was unlike anything they had ever seen before, with unusual symbols or hieroglyphics etched onto some of the material. Some witnesses claimed that the debris was incredibly strong and lightweight, and could not be bent or broken by hand. In 1997, the Air Force released a report that claimed the debris was from a weather balloon used in a top-secret program known as Project Mogul. However, many researchers and investigators have pointed out inconsistencies in this explanation, including the fact that the debris did not match the materials that were used in the Project Mogul balloons. Another piece of evidence is the testimony of witnesses who claim to have seen extraterrestrial bodies at the crash site. While some skeptics have dismissed these accounts as hoaxes or misidentifications, others have pointed out that the consistency of these accounts suggests that there may be some truth to them. One particularly intriguing account comes from a man named Glenn Dennis, who worked at the local funeral home in Roswell. Dennis claimed that he was asked by military personnel to provide small coffins and to prepare bodies that had unusual features, such as oversized heads and small, thin bodies. While some have dismissed this account as a hoax, others argue that it fits with other witness testimony and adds to the overall mystery surrounding the Roswell incident. Overall, the evidence surrounding the Roswell incident is complex and often contradictory. While some people believe that the available evidence supports the theory that an alien spacecraft crashed at Roswell, others argue that the evidence is inconclusive or can be explained by more mundane phenomena. Regardless of one's position on the Roswell incident, it remains a fascinating and enigmatic chapter in the history of UFO sightings and government secrecy. The skeptics. Of course, not everyone believes that an alien spacecraft crashed at Roswell. Skeptics point out that there are many alternative explanations for what happened. One of the main arguments put forward by skeptics is that the evidence for an extraterrestrial event at Roswell is largely based on eyewitness testimony, which is notoriously unreliable. Skeptics argue that eyewitness accounts can be influenced by suggestion, faulty memory, and a desire to believe in a particular outcome. They also point out that many of the accounts of extraterrestrial bodies and unusual debris at the crash site came years or even decades after the event, raising questions about their accuracy and reliability. Skeptics also argue that there are more plausible explanations for the Roswell incident than an alien spacecraft. One commonly cited explanation is that the debris and equipment found at the crash site were from a top-secret military project, such as a spy balloon or a high-altitude reconnaissance plane. This theory is supported by declassified documents that show that the U.S. military was conducting a variety of secret projects in the area at the time of the Roswell incident. Another argument put forward by skeptics is that the cover-up theory relies on a belief in a massive government conspiracy, which they argue is unlikely to be sustained over decades without any leaks or whistleblowers. They point out that the government has a history of mishandling and mismanaging sensitive information, and that it is unlikely that a conspiracy involving hundreds or thousands of people could be kept under wraps for so long. Finally, skeptics argue that the Roswell incident has been the subject of so much hype and speculation over the years that it is difficult to separate fact from fiction. They point out that the incident has been the basis for countless books, TV shows, and movies, many of which have embellished or distorted the facts of the case for dramatic effect. Overall, while there are many people who believe in the theory that an alien spacecraft crashed at Roswell, there are also many skeptics who argue that the evidence for this theory is weak or inconclusive. The debate over the Roswell incident is likely to continue for many years to come. Conclusion. The Roswell incident remains a topic of fascination and debate for many people around the world. Regardless of one's position on the Roswell incident, it is clear that the event has had a significant impact on popular culture and has inspired countless theories, books, and movies over the years. Whether the truth about the Roswell incident will ever be fully known remains to be seen. But it is certain that the mystery surrounding this enigmatic event will continue to captivate people's imaginations for generations to come. We hope you enjoyed this video on the Roswell incident. If you have any thoughts or comments on this topic, please feel free to share them in the comments section below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with our latest videos exploring the mysteries of the universe. Thanks for watching.